Hello, and welcome to this video of evolution of transportation as technology. Today, we'll be exploring the earliest forms of transportation and their effects on society and culture, as well as what we may expect in the future. One of the earliest pivotal moments in transportation history was the invention of the wheel in 3500 BC. The invention of the wheel not only revolutionized transportation, but also had a significant cultural impact. The wheel enabled the growth of trade and commerce, which led to the development of civilizations and the growth of cities. With the ability to transport goods and people more efficiently, the wheel also facilitated cultural exchange and the spread of ideas. The increased movement of people and goods led to the sharing of different cultural practices, beliefs, and technologies. This helped contribute to the development of diverse cultural traditions to carry on for the future. In addition to its practical use, the wheel also had cultural significance in many societies. For example, in ancient Egyptian culture, the wheel was associated with the sun and was seen as a symbol of divine power. In other cultures, the wheel was linked to the cycle of life and was used in religious ceremonies and rituals. Overall, the invention of the wheel not only improved transportation, but also had a profound impact on the cultural development of societies. The domestication of camels and their use as beasts of labor for trade routes. In 930 BC, the domestication of camels had a significant impact on the transportation of goods and culture, thus drastically changing the lives of people in regions unable to travel long distance before. Camels became essential beasts of labor for trade routes that other animals could not navigate, enabling the growth of trade and commerce between Asia and Europe. This increased movement of goods and people led to the exchange of different cultural practices, beliefs, and technologies, which contributed to the development of diverse cultural traditions. The use of camels also impacted cultural values, as they were often associated with wealth and power in many societies. For example, in ancient Arabia, camels were considered a symbol of wealth and status, and owning a large herd of camels was seen as a sign of power and prestige. The domestication of camels not only enabled the growth of trade, but also had a significant cultural impact on the societies that used them. Roman roads and their connection to the rest of the regions for trade. The Roman roads built in 312 BC were not just a means of transportation, but also had a profound cultural impact on the Roman Empire. The roads were designed to connect cities and regions for trade, which facilitated cultural exchange and the spread of ideas throughout the empire. The roads also allowed for the movement of the Roman army, which helped to establish and maintain Roman control over conquered territories. The construction of these roads required a significant amount of labor, which led to the development of new technologies and techniques in road construction. The construction of the Roman roads also led to the development of a new type of architecture that influenced the design of buildings and structures throughout the empire. Additionally, the construction of the roads helped to create a sense of unity and identity among the people of the empire, as they were able to travel freely and easily throughout the territories. Overall, the Roman roads had a significant cultural impact on the Roman Empire, shaping its architecture, identity, and facilitating cultural exchange and military conquest. Fast forward several millennia, and you have the first train that was built using a steam engine in 1804 AD. The first train built using a steam engine was invented in 1804 by Richard Trevithick, a British inventor and engineer. The steam engine enabled trains to travel much faster and farther than before, and this had a significant impact on transportation and trade. Trains allowed goods to be transported across long distances more efficiently, which facilitated the growth of industrialization and commerce. This led to the development of new technologies, industries, and markets, and changed the way people lived and worked. With the rise of industrialization and the need for faster transportation, it was only a matter of time before the next breakthrough in transportation technology emerged, and the breakthrough came in the form of automobiles. The first patent for the motor wagon was submitted by Carl Benz in 1886 AD. This invention paved the way for the modern automobile as we know it. The motor wagon was powered by an internal combustion engine and had 3 wheels, making it the first practical gasoline-powered automobile. The invention of the automobile transformed transportation, making it faster and more efficient. People could travel longer distances in less time, which opened up new opportunities for work and leisure. The automobile also gave people a sense of freedom and independence, allowing them to travel where they wanted to and when they wanted. But it wasn't until 1913 AD when Henry Ford's assembly line revolutionized the automobile industry. The assembly line followed the mass production of automobiles, making them more affordable and accessible to the general public. The Model T, introduced in 1908, was the first affordable car for the masses. This led to a significant increase in car ownership and changed the way people lived and worked. The car became a symbol of progress and innovation, and its impact on popular culture cannot be overstated. It inspired new forms of art, literature, and music, and even influenced the way we design our cities and infrastructure. As we explored the cultural impact of the automobile, it's important to note that just as it transformed land transportation, a new technology emerged that would revolutionize the way we move through the skies. The Wright brothers' first flight of the Wright Flyer in 1903 was a monumental moment in history. It marked the beginning of an era of flight and paved the way for air travel as we know it today. The Wright Flyer was a primitive aircraft, but it demonstrated that humans could take to the skies and that flight was possible. This led to the rapid development of aircraft technology, and within a few decades, air travel had become a reality for the masses. In 1919, the first commercial airline was established, making air travel accessible to the public. This marked a major turning point in transportation history as air travel became a viable alternative to traditional forms of transportation, such as trains and ships. The commercial airline industry grew rapidly, and by the 1950s, air travel had become an essential mode of transportation for many people around the world. The impact of air travel on culture and society cannot be overstated. It brought the world closer together, enabling people to travel across the globe in a matter of hours. Air travel made it possible to explore new cultures, meet new people, and experience different ways of life. It also had a significant impact on the economy, as it made international trade and commerce more accessible and efficient. Air travel also has its downsides, though. It contributed to environmental problems such as air pollution and noise pollution. Additionally, air travel became a symbol of luxury and status, with first-class seats and amenities reserved for the wealthy. However, despite these drawbacks, the positive impact of air travel on culture and society cannot be denied. Next, we have future possibilities in transportation. One is already being tested in some cities, while the other is still in its infancy. First, we have autonomous aerial vehicles, or AAVs. These are unmanned aircraft that can fly autonomously without a human pilot on board. AAVs have the potential to transform transportation in urban cities by reducing traffic congestion and providing a more efficient mode of transportation. They could be used for a variety of purposes, such as package delivery, emergency services, and even transportation for individuals. This technology is still in the early stages of development, but it's exciting to think about how AAVs could change the way we move around our cities in the future. The future of autonomous vehicles is also an exciting and rapidly developing field. As technologies advance, self-driving cars have the potential to revolutionize the way we travel. With the ability to reduce human error, autonomous vehicles could greatly reduce traffic accidents and fatalities, making our roads safer. They also have the potential to increase mobility for individuals who are unable to drive, such as the elderly and disabled, while also improving traffic flow in congested areas. However, there are still many challenges that they must overcome, such as ensuring the safety of autonomous vehicles, establishing the regulations and laws to govern their use, and addressing concerns about the privacy and security of these devices. Despite these challenges, the future of autonomous vehicles looks bright, and many companies are investing heavily in research and development to bring these technologies to the market. As self-driving cars become more advanced and widespread, we can expect to see the major changes in transportation and mobility in the coming years. Next, we have the Hyperloop, a transportation system that could transport people at the speeds of 700 miles per hour to their destinations. The Hyperloop works by using magnetic levitation and low-pressure tubes to transport passengers in a capsule. This technology has the potential to revolutionize long-distance travel by drastically reducing the travel times between two cities. Imagine being able to travel from New York to Los Angeles in the span of just a few hours. The Hyperloop is still in the testing phase, but several companies are working to bring this technology to reality in the near future. Transportation technology has come a long way in just the past few centuries alone, from the invention of the automobile to the development of the electric and autonomous vehicles. So to close out, I have a few questions behind for you to think about. Looking ahead to the future, what do you think the next big advancements in transportation technology will be? How do you see these advancements changing the way we travel and commute, both in terms of convenience and environmental impact? What potential challenges and opportunities do you anticipate as these technologies continue to evolve and become more widespread? Finally, how do you see these advancements affecting society as a whole, including urban planning, employment opportunities, and the ways in which we interact with one another? And also, thank you for watching.